Good morning. This video is for elders of Watchtower to give them information that they probably don't have, and I'm going to read from some judgments that I received from the court in Ireland. I'll start with this one from the Court of Appeal, dated the 20th of July 2015, and in paragraph 8 the judge says this: in 2009, she, that's me, the plaintiff, was in a position to contend that unlawful activity on the part of the defendants had given rise to personal injuries being sustained by her. And then in the last paragraph, if I can just get there a moment, it states this: I suspect, this is the judge writing, insofar as she, that's me, seeks to do right by her fellow citizens, she has done so. She has probably brought her complaints home to the defendants also. Well, now, unfortunately, I hadn't done so. I hadn't brought it home to the defendants because they still believe that they're doing the right thing. Now, the Court of Appeal, the Supreme Court determination, and this is dated the 1st of October 2015, and in paragraph 21, if you can see that, it states this: the Court of Appeal was satisfied that evidence was available to her in 2009 as to unlawful activity and injury sustained as a result. So the question is, what is this unlawful activity? Well, now, in Ireland, as in many countries, only the courts can affect your reputation, your health, and your liberty. Only the courts can put you in prison and affect you in those ways. No other organisation, religious, commercial, or otherwise, can affect your reputation or your health. Now, Watchtower is claiming that because they are a religious organisation, they can affect your reputation. But in actual fact, they can't. The reason being that unlike other religious organisations, they have their own internal judicial system. So what's wrong with it? Well, let's take an example of an employer, a boss, and an employee, his staff. Now, supposing the boss suspects that his staff is stealing from the till, and he has CCTV footage to show this person taking money out of the till. Now, he is not allowed by law to go to that person and say, you're dismissed because you have been stealing from the till. He's not allowed to do that. What he has to do is he has to go to the staff member and say, I think you might have been taking money out of the till. And then the staff member is able to say to him, well, actually I didn't, but will you give me more details so that I can defend myself? And then the boss is obliged to give this staff member as many details as he or she wants. That's by law. Now, the staff member might say, well, yes, look, I did take money out of the till, but it was because I didn't have change. I needed to go to the other till to get the change, and I would swap it for the proper change. But unfortunately, a customer came along at just the wrong moment, so I slipped the money into my pocket, served the customer, and then I went to the till, the other till, to get the change. And then the boss is obliged to accept this. Now, supposing the boss had dismissed the staff member then can take the boss to court and claim for wrongful dismissal, because the boss should have investigated. So how does this affect Watchtower? Well, because they keep making false accusations, they are affecting both your reputation and your health. They are obliged to use those fair procedures. They are obliged, even if they have every evidence they can think of. If two people come to them and say, look, X or Y has been doing this, that, and the other, What Watchtower does at the moment is they go to X and Y and say, we want you to come to a judicial hearing. You are already guilty of these things. And the poor person gets damaged badly. What Watchtower's supposed to do is go to X or Y and say, look, we think you might have been doing this, that, or the other. And then X or Y will say, well, look, give me details. And they are obliged to give the details. But Watchtower doesn't. Watchtower elders are told by the governing body, do not tell the accused person anything. Tell them to come to the judicial hearing, and they're already guilty, and we'll just see are they repentant or not. What they're supposed to do is go and listen to the defense without making up their minds first, but they don't. Now, the problem here is that the elders in doing this are laying themselves open to prosecution for two reasons. One, because they've damaged your reputation when they shouldn't have done, and your health. Secondly, and I've just forgotten it for the moment, it's fraud, because they haven't told you about these secret rules. And that is fraud. They've taken money off you without telling you that they have these secret, unfair procedures behind the scenes. And this is so bad. Now, the problem is that it's not only against the law, but it's also against Scripture. So not only are elders in danger of being prosecuted by the law, and if you've been badly misrepresented by elders, if your reputation has been damaged falsely, you can take them to court. But also, the Scriptures condemn this sort of action. In Deuteronomy, it states that judges must not be prejudiced. They must investigate thoroughly. If judges go to X or Y without hearing the other side, they're prejudiced. So they're now being in great disfavour with God. They've put themselves both against the law of the land and against the law of God. They must investigate thoroughly. They must check witness statements with the accused, make sure they've got everything right, but they don't do so. So please, I'm asking anyone that's watching this video, please will you pass it on to any elder you know, because elders don't know these things. Watchtower's hidden it from them, which is a bad thing for Watchtower to be doing. I'll put as many references as I can in the comments below, but I'd be grateful if we could help elders understand what danger they are in at the moment. But thank you for watching, and your help is much appreciated in this matter. Thank you.